When you buy a Schlagwerk product, you can be sure that we have tested it over and over again until the best of the capabilities of that instrument. If not a forklift is driving into it, it will live forever. Schlagwerk, actually the company was founded in 1982 in August by Gerhard Priel and Bengt Schumacher, two apprentices of cabinet makers at the time. Gerhard loves Latin music and jazz and woodworking and combined just all of that together. As we are known for cajons mostly, we didn't start with cajons. They wanted to make a bongo, and this was just the alternative. And funnily enough, a percussion player in Munich got his hands on one of those drums, wood bongos if you want, and said, well, this is like almost a cajon that I know from back home. So he reached out to Gerhard and said, can you make me a cajon? And Gerhard said, what is a cajon? What do you mean? I don't know. By then there was no production cajon. Freddy Santiago was the guy, and he's still active percussion player. Freddy said, well, you just make that body that you anyway make and just nail a veneer front onto it. And Gerhard said, well, we nail nothing. We make it the proper way or we don't do it. He came up with his version of a cajon, and that was introduced in 1990. And we think it is the first serial production cajon. Slowly the cajon took over all production. And I have to give kudos to Gerhard here, because I don't know anyone who has such a deep knowledge on the sonic properties of wood and acoustic systems in itself. When the instrument is finished, there's nothing that the musician can alter in the instrument. So we have to make it perfect in order to make it work. On a drum, you can change the drum head. If we screw it up, it's worthless. And then we go into the visuals. Okay, how can we make it look good, or is there something that is not necessary for the usage of it and for the looks? Things are also developed by accident. Somebody used the wrong material or the wrong filling or whatever, and instead of throwing it away, we have a listen to it. Gerhard is a big fan of, hey, I wonder what we can do with this. And this is no joke. We collected cardboard boxes from the surrounding companies to use them as shipping cardboard. And so that was basically the mindset. You know, the veneer that we buy is a little wider and we have to cut it to size, right? But what do you do with the cuttings? It's not much. It will never be a cajon, but it will be a shaker. Almost none of them are the same because they're all cuttings from the veneers. So we're not throwing it away. We can make smaller things out of that. These instruments are used in children's hospitals or regular hospitals. You have to meet other standards as well, and this is like disinfectability, which you would never think of in a musical setting. The chemical build, how healthy the instrument is, you know, so there's no chemical emittance. And so our products are tested for toy regulations, actually. Once you sit on a Schlagwerk cajon, first of all, the build quality you see right away. And you feel there's a lot of handwork going into the surface quality, that there is no burrs, no sharp edges whatsoever. That is now what Schlagwerk also is known for the build quality, but first and foremost, because Gerhard was such a music lover, sound is the first priority. And so we were always looking for, okay, what can we make different, or can we offer a different sound? And we have to offer something for the musician and the player that he might not have known that he's looking for, but when he sees it, that's a cool thing. What we get a lot actually is like, what does Schlagwerk mean? Schlagwerk is the German term for percussion. For great companies, the name of the company already describes the goal of it. With Schlagwerk, it's the same thing. It's about percussion.